It is my pleasure.
Tell us how long you've been a firefighter, Corporal.
I've been a firefighter for the past 5 years.
And can you say you're enjoying your job?
Definitely, definitely.
Firefighting is not one of those glamorous jobs. So why you become a firefighter? I mean, you have so many other things out there. Why firefighting?
To be honest, I was just in search of a job, and finally get a chance to be enrolled in this noble organization. Then I made the best of this opportunity.
And from firefighting to EMT.
Mhm.
I mean, tell me about the jump. Firefighting is exciting. I mean, you have a whole heap of excitement when you ride a truck and go on scenes and all of that. But yet you move from operational firefighting to EMT. What inspired that transition?
All right. First, my mom, before she passed away, she had diabetes type 1, to be exact, the worst one. So I was actually assisting her in doing some of her insulin stuff, injecting her with the insulin. So I decided to be more medically inclined so I could assist her much more. So I decided to apply for the EMS section of the Fire Brigade.
My condolences on the passing of your mom.
Thank you.
Wow. That's an amazing, way to make a decision. That's an amazing reason to make a decision to
Yeah.
transition. Unlike firefighting, though, EMS is interacting with people every day. Tell us a little about your day-to-day interactions and what are some of the levels of interaction that you have with people out there on the ambulance.
It is somewhat a wonderful feeling. Wonderful feeling, if I may say. Um, Sometimes, well, I must make mention of in the past, in November and December of last year, myself and Sergeant G. Brown went on 2 calls, and the feedback that we get, it was a breathtaking thing, because even one of the patients, excuse me, she requested for us to come to a church service to do some form of some appreciation service for us. So we are awaiting that time and date to go about doing that.
You'd say that the feedbacks from interacting with people on a daily basis are mostly positive. It is uplifting, you'd say.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I would have to think really hard to find one that is negative.
That's very good.
Yeah.
On January 2nd, something happened while you were off duty. Tell us about that.
It was around 9:30, somewhere thereabout. One of my friends called me and asked me if I'm at work. I said no. He said a major accident is in the Lilliput area, so I must call the fire station and ask for assistance. I was in the Trelawney area, which is about 15-20 minutes away from Lilliput. I called the fire station, Falmouth Fire Station. They told me that both units, truck and ambulance, was on other emergencies. So I head off to that direction. On my way there, I received 2 more calls. So it sounds serious. Yeah. One of the callers told me that it is a 4-vehicle collision. Yeah. As I said before, it would normally take about 10-15 minutes drive, or maybe 20 minutes tops, but it took me way less than that to reach there. Yeah. It was a very heightened moment for me. On my way there, I tried to contact Acting DO Vincent, asked for his assistance also. Yeah. Whilst I'm there, well, 2 minutes or so before reaching the accident scene, an ambulance drove off. So I was saying to myself, all the patients have already left. So still came out of my car, look around. I saw a crowd to my extreme right it was, and people making lots of noise and saying stuff like the ambulance took the persons that are not so critical, the walking wounded. Yeah. So I went to the midst of that crowd and realized there was a lady, good weight, lying on her back. She seems like she's in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Blood was coming from her eyes, her nose. A little blood was around her mouth. She seems very uncomfortable at the moment. So I actually stepped in and my EMS stuff kicked in. Yeah, kicked in, yeah. I went to her head, stabilized her right away. It is not the norm for us to assist without gloves and stuff like that, yes, but and moreover the COVID situation, nobody must help her. Can understand that, yeah. But she seems real helpless, so I had to step in and do that. I stepped in, I stabilized her, then I opened her airway because she couldn't breathe properly. I was asking her name, she didn't answer at the time. Someone in the crowd says her name is Tamara. So I said, Tamara, my name is Linval Thompson, from Falmouth Fire Station. I'm gonna give you a little bit of assistance here. She didn't answer, so more than likely she didn't hear that. So I was there for some time. On my knees, to be exact, for 15 to 20 minute stops. Yeah, because when I reached home, my right knee was in a very uncomfortable situation. Yeah, but such is the job. Job must go on. I was there for the 20 minutes until the ambulance from the Falmouth Fire Station came. And the arrival of the Falmouth Fire Station, which was headed by D.O. Vincent at the time, he was in his plain clothes. Yeah. The female, she was in and out of consciousness because she was actually closing her eyes. I have to be shouting at her, open the eyes, don't sleep on me, stuff like that. I asked her her name and she didn't answer. Where are you from? She said close by. You know what happened to you? She said I met in an accident. So those were the two questions she answered. Then started to closing back her eyes. Shout at her, Tamara, open the eyes, don't sleep on me. Do anything you want to do, but don't sleep on me. She started squeezing both of my hands. Remember, I hold her this way? Right. Yeah, so she started squeezing both of my hands. Her right hand feels stronger than her left hand. I can remember saying this to her. Yes, man, squeeze me or do anything you want to do with me, but don't close your eyes on me. On the arrival of the ambulance from this station, they came out and started doing what they do best, assisting at the highest standard possible. Yeah. Acting D.O. Vincent actually take over the scene, talking, saying to do this, do that, get her on the spine board, and he also made a makeshift C-collar because there was no C-collar on the ambulance to fit that lady. Okay. As I said before, she was she has big body type. Right. Yeah, so he made a makeshift C-collar to fit her. So we do a log roll onto the stronger side, which is her right side, because remember I said her left hand squeeze with less power than the right hand. So we do a log roll, put her on the backboard, and assisted her to the ambulance. Then the ambulance made off with her to the Falmouth hospital. But because I am living in this area, on my way home, I swing by the hospital to check on her, make sure that she get her X-ray done and all of that. by that time she regained some level of consciousness. So she was kind of surprised that I was a fire personnel. I actually introduced myself on the scene, but she didn't get that.
Right, because she would have been
Ye-
semi-conscious. At that time.
Semi-conscious, yes. So I left home. Maybe a day or two after, she reached out to me and said she's grateful for the assistance and all of that. She asked for a photograph of me. I sent it to her, and within the next 24 to 48 hours, it was all over social media. She giving thanks to me and the Palmer Fire Station.
Corporal Thompson, in the midst of everything that was happening, and you there being professional as you were, doing what you were trained to do, how do you feel? What was going through your head? You had no PPE, but you were there risking it all to save this person's life. How did you feel at that time? And after everything was over and done and you were able to breathe, how did you feel at that time too?
After the whole moment, it was a wonderful feeling, but in the midst of it, it was kind of uncomfortable because I had on a shorts,
Right.
no pants, so my knee was on the ground itself. I don't know if stones, splinters from the windscreen was there. At one point, I was saying to myself, I shouldn't start this because once I start, I cannot stop until I hand over to professional persons. But I still held on. I still held on to assist her to the end.
And you said that she reached out to you after.
Yes.
Corporal Thompson, you are an example of what the Jamaica Fire Brigade is all about. It's not just on the job, it's on and off the job that we carry out the functions of protecting properties and saving lives. And I just want to thank you. A job well done. Thank you, sir. And
You're welcome.
Keep doing what you do. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, and you're most welcome.
Thank you.
I would want to take this opportunity to appeal to all road users. Safety is paramount, and if you do what you should do, work will be less to we. Statistics coming from the JCF, it isn't pretty. So each time you decided to disobey road signs and stuff like that, please reconsider your mind. And in addition, I would like to use this medium to ask each fire personnel to walk with at least 2 or 3 pair of gloves, mask because it's COVID time same just for any incidents like this on the road. Thank you.